Inhaling, coming out to a tabletop position. Wrists below shoulders, pointing your toes. Inhale, lift, hovering the knees above the mat 2 to 3 inches. Taking a full inhale. Exhale, lift the hips up. And send them up and back, downward dog. Grounding through the fingertips. Lengthen through the spine. Lifting through the tailbone. Pressing the energy down into the heels. Slight bend in the knees, looking towards the top of the mat. Hop up or walk right, left, up. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, bringing the palms together. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, extend the spine. Half lift, exhale, folding. Good, inhaling, lifting all the way up, coming up, palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, all the way down to the mat. Inhaling, extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, palms together. Adding on this time, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, Ardha. Exhale, fold, hands to the mat. Walk right, left, or hop back into a plank. Shifting your weight forward so that the wrists are below the shoulders. Option to drop the knees. Inhaling, exhale, slowly lower. Option to hold in chaturanga. And when you're ready, you can drop down, inhale to your back bend. Cobra or up dog. Exhaling, point toes, lift hips. Downward dog position. Hold in here. 4 more breaths. Slight bend in the knees, looking towards the top of the mat, hop up or walk right, left. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, folding. And inhale, lifting all the way up, coming up, palms together. Good. Exhaling, forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, extend the spine, Ardha. Exhale, lower hands to the mat. Good. Walk right, left, or jump back, plank. Inhaling. Wrists below shoulders. Exhale, slowly lower, all the way down, keeping the elbows in really close to the rib cage. Inhale to your back bend. Exhaling, downward dog. 4 full breaths. Bending the knees. Look towards the top of the mat. Hop up or walk right, left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, palms together. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, Ardha, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk right, left, or jump back into your plank, core in tight. Exhale, slowly lower, elbows in close to the rib cage, core nice and tight. Inhale to your back bend. Exhaling, point toes, downward dog. Option to pedal out the knees. Another option, if you want a little bit more, is little frog jumps. So you can bend to the knees and just lift the hips up. Holding here, 2 breaths. Inhale, extend the right leg back, toe pointing down. Exhale, draw that leg in through between your hands. Turn your back foot out, 2 o'clock, bend the front knee, and inhale, lifting up, warrior 1. Front knee above the ankle. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Press into the back heel and lean into that front knee. Lift through the rib cage, extending through the fingers, drawing the biceps to the back. Full inhale. Exhale. We're going to turn out to warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So making sure as you turn out that knee didn't collapse in. So you want just the hips to turn, not the knee. So keep that knee straight. Be strong through the arms. Reach through the fingertips. Hips are open. Keeping your body centered. Cartwheeling your hands, taking the back hand towards the front. Turning front, push off the back foot. And lifting, coming up. Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3 position. Good, so just going to where you can find balance. Taking a full inhale, longer exhale. And inhale, lifting that leg up, arms at side, Tadasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold down. Either step back, downward dog, or step back to your plank and go through a flow. If you're going through a flow, inhale to your plank. Exhaling as you lower, inhaling for your back bend, and then you'll exhale to your downward dog. So there's always an option to flow, but we don't always feel like flowing. So if you don't want to flow, know that you can skip them all, or you can skip just the ones you're not feeling like doing. Connecting to the breath here, grounding to the mat. Inhale, extend the left leg up, toe pointing down, try to parallel through those hips, try not to open up wide. Exhale, draw that leg in through. Back foot turned out, 10 o'clock, bend the knee, and inhale, lift. Front knee bent, draw the right hip forward, left hip back, press into the back heel, bend through the front knee. Good. So again, trying to take that right hip towards me. So really pushing that hip forward and trying not to keep it open with the chest open, trying to bring the body alignment. Maybe bending it a bit deeper into that front knee, pressing a bit harder into that back leg. Taking an inhale. We're going to turn out warrior 2. Watch that front knee doesn't collapse. Open through the hips. Lengthen through the fingertips. Pulling the abdominals in, keeping the body centered. Bending a little deeper towards me. Maybe drawing that knee towards the back wall. Taking the back arm and cartwheeling it to the front, pushing off the back leg, and lifting, coming out into your Virabhadrasana 3. Just trying to find balance wherever you can find it. And each week maybe working at tweaking some different things. Connecting to that breath. Inhale, slowly coming up. Tadasana, shoulders down and back, rounding through the feet. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Stepping back, downward dog, or stepping back into a plank and going through a flow. So reminding yourself that we're all different, we all look different, we all feel different, and each day we feel different as well. So reminding yourself that you need to do within what your body wants to do each day and taking what you need. If you're nursing any injuries or anything that maybe doesn't feel right, always feel free to modify for your body. If it doesn't feel good, you do not have to do it. So finding your downward dog when you're ready, staying in rest as long as you need. We're going to extend the right leg back. Again, hips parallel, heel towards the back, flexing that foot. Inhale, exhale, draw that leg in through. Not a big stance, I want a shorter stance. Turn your back foot out to 2 o'clock, bend the front knee, and then inhale, lift warrior one. Good. So front knee above the ankle, back foot turned out parallel the hips. So draw the left hip forward, core is in tight, and reach and extend up. Good. Pull that knee in straight. Palms together, inhale, exhale, heart center, holding here. So just before we go down, I want you guys to all check. I don't want the hips open at all. I'd like you to actually fold down, pretty square off. So if you find that you're here and if you lean forward, you're going on the side, maybe take a step out. So we don't all have big ranges of motion through our hips, and that's okay. So adjust your feet to fold forward. So take those hips parallel, hands at chest, inhale, exhale, hinge forward, dropping down. And you can hold with your hands in prayer. You can grab a hold of the leg. Everyone has blocks, and your blocks have 3 settings, so you can also take your hands to a block. If it permits, you can drop your fingers to the mat. If you're going to drop your fingers to the mat, I'd like you not to round through the shoulders, so try to lower with a flat back. Good, so holding here, and just taking notice of where the body is. So the front leg should be straight, and I want you to take the left leg and bring it forward towards me as much as you can. So just draw that hip forward if you can, a little bit more. Good, stretching out through that front hamstring, maintaining a full inhale, long exhale out. So always an option to stay right here or come with me and move on. Take your hands down to the mat, bend through the front knee, and lift the left leg up, coming up into your standing split. So bringing the hands close to the foot, drawing the head close to the knee, and lifting that leg up as high as you can. Great. Option, if you have great balance, to let go of the mat and grab a hold of your ankle. Just an option. Good, full breath in. Long breath out. Inhaling. And very slow and controlled, bring that leg back, bend the front knee, hips forward, and lift up to your warrior one. Inhaling, push off the back foot, exhale, come out, Virabhadrasana 3. That leg might be a little wobbly. We've done a little bit of standing on it, so that's okay. Pick your spot, connect to the breath. Inhale, slowly coming up, hands at side body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend the spine. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale, fold. Stepping back, downward dog, or stepping back, plank, and going through a flow. Keeping the breath long, so taking notice that the breath is shortened. Just going back to that nice, long, full inhale and exhale. Taking as much time here as you need. If you're ready to move on to the other side, we're going to move on. If you need to break for a bit, you can just move on whenever you're ready. Extending the left leg back, toe pointing down, hips parallel. Inhale, exhale, draw that leg in through, short stance, bending the knee. Inhale, lifting, coming up, warrior one. Bending through the front knee, drawing the right hip forward, pressing the back heel into the mat. Lifting up the rib cage, drawing the shoulders down and back, biceps to the back of the room. Straighten the front knee, palms together, inhale. Exhale, heart center, making sure that the hips are in alignment, shoulders stacked above hips. Inhaling, exhale, hinge forward. Dropping down, holding, prayer, hands to the leg, fingertips to your mat, or again, hands to a block. Feeling that big stretch to the front leg, drawing that right hip forward. Maintaining that full inhale and a longer exhale out. Maybe engaging that Ujjayi breath, that victorious breath, audible breathing. It's a constriction of the back of the vocal cords as you inhale and exhale. Option to stay here, or option to drop the hands, bend the knee, and lift the right leg up into your standing split. Drawing the hands close towards the foot, the head, close to the knee, adding that resistance, lifting that leg up as high as you can. For some of us, it might be just off the mat. For others, it could potentially be all the way up. So just working with your body, connecting to your breath, just doing what your body will allow. Very slow and controlled. We're going to inhale, drop that foot back, come back up into our warrior one position. Good. So when we are transitioning, trying your best to do it with breath and do it with some coordination, some balance. Bending through that front knee, we are in a warrior. Good. Option to stay here or push off the back foot, come out to your Vira Vajrasana 3. Good job. So again, there's options. You don't need to move on to the balance and pose. Good. And inhaling, slowly coming up. Releasing to Tadasana. Good, and inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down to the mat. Allowing the body to hang. So you can hang loosely if you want to rock side to side. Option to grab a hold of the elbows. Option to grab a hold of the back of the knees. Or if you'd like it more active, you can grab a hold of the ankles and pull the head down towards the knees. So whatever feels good to you. It may be active or inactive. breath nice and long. Good. Lifting the legs, making sure they're straight. Tips of fingers are going to touch the mat. Bending the right knee and inhaling the left hand up. Good. Opening up the chest. Reaching the fingertips towards the ceiling. Full inhale. Exhale, lower to the mat. And then inhale and lift it right back up. Maybe opening that chest a little bit further. You should feel that in the left glute, maybe down that leg a little bit. Inhaling. Exhale that hand down. Straighten that leg. Bend the left knee and inhale the right hand up. Palm is facing the wall. Chest is open. Breath is long. Taking a full inhale. Exhale that hand down. And then inhale, lift it up, maybe opening a little bit further. Full inhale. Exhale, lowering down to the mat. Taking a big step back with the left foot, turn the foot out to a clock. Straighten through the front knee. And then just coming up and opening the hips out. So front leg is straight. The front toe is pointing towards me. Your back toe is pointing about 2 o'clock. Taking the front hip, popping it back. So before we even start, I want you to make sure that that hip goes back towards the back of the room. You'll feel that inner leg stretch out, reach through the arms, reaching forward as you can go on that lateral plane. Inhale, dropping the hand down, exhale, and inhaling your arm up. Good, Trikonasana. So it's not necessary to always drop the hand down to the mat. A lot of people will drop further than what their bodies are able to, and what happens is your body, the top part of the body will anterior tilt forward. So the idea is to keep that chest open to the side of the room, and you're working on a lateral position. You're not bending and dropping the shoulder in. Good. Connecting to the breath here. Nice big deep inhale and a longer exhale. Fingertips are lifted. So an option to stay in your Trikonasana, or an option to drop that hand down to the mat, bend the knee, bring your foot back, and come into your side plank. Option in your side plank to have tree legs, or you can grab a hold of the foot and lift the foot up, or just bring it straight up. You don't need to take side plank. Full inhale. Exhale that hand down to the mat. Good. And you can step back, downward dog, or step back, go through a flow. When you're in your downward dog, extend through the left leg, and then draw that left leg in through between your hands, turning your back foot out. Inhale, lift, keeping the front leg straight. Taking that front hip, so you're opening to the side room, taking the front hip, popping it back. So you should feel that pop back in that inner thigh engage, reaching forward. So reach, reach, reach. And then drop the arm down. Lift your opposite hand up. You should feel a nice big stretch to that top side body as well. Taking notice if you can open up through that chest anymore. Good. Connect to the breath. Option to stay in Trikonasana, triangle pose, or option to bend that knee. Drop the hand down, take your foot back, come out into your side plank. Taking a full inhale, exhale, lower. Feel free to go through a flow. You can hold in downward dog or come down to your child's pose. Just take a rest. Allowing those hips to be heavy, allowing the body to be relaxed. Breath is long, closing the eyes. Arms can be out in front of you or at this side body.